So someone brought up my story about appointments to Council Chair Crystal Oriata in Prince George's County, and this is what she had to say on the Politics Hour.
I think the main issue that I and my neighbors have had with that is the kind of lack of transparency about how, who was going to take what seat and all this stuff. And WAMU did some really good reporting on this recently. And it just, you've done all this great work. And while what happened may be perfectly legal, it does not appear to be very ethical.
It has
or
the
very
appearance
fair
of
to
musical
voters.
chairs. Go ahead, please.
Yeah,
Open.
and no, and I definitely understand that, right? And the reality is that so the law, the way it was, is that there could be even no formal process, right? We could just come in, meet, and vote someone in. And I was very adamantly against that. I said we have to look at other processes. I want to have an open application process. I want to have a vote before the council. I want everyone to submit their resumes, try to mirror what they did on the state level. But then there's some realities of that when there's an appointment process from the state to here, what happens that's an unspoken thing is that people go and lobby people for their votes offline, right? Even though there's a hearing, there's an application process. And the reality is that some people will call. Like I got lobbied by maybe 2 or 3 candidates for each position. Some of them I've never met and seen in my life. So the reality was I was never going to vote for someone I've never seen. Like I've been in Prince George's County politics for a very long time. I think it would be absurd to put someone in that level of position that's never done any community.
You almost said insult.
And honestly, you've got to at least be in the community, a bare standard for me. So I do think that when that happens, sometimes people see people's names and they're familiar. But that usually happens with every process. But I understand the community. I'm not going to disregard their opinions on it. It just sucks that so many people left at the same time. That's the reality.
Now, some of you also asked, does Montgomery County do the same thing? Well, there's key differences that are. One, Prince George's County voted directly from a large applicant pool. Montgomery County whittled it down to 3 applicants and interviewed them more deeply and then made a choice. And the person who was chosen in Montgomery County had to commit not to run for office in 2026 because Montgomery County officials said that would give them an unfair advantage as an incumbent, which is something that people debate nowadays. Like this idea of having a person who's an appointed placeholder. Anyway, thanks for following my story. Hit that follow button and share with your communities because it's super important. Bye, guys.